let's do the New York Times games for Tuesday, November 4th. We're putting a lot of things back to back. You have electric slide, you have direct film, you have zip drive. You remember like the year-and-a-half period in the early 2000s when zip drives were a big thing? You guide, you drive, you pilot, you direct. This is to be in charge of something, to lead something somewhere maybe. So that's a potential category. Tiff is an odd word to be in here. It's short for Tiffany as a name, but I don't see other nicknames in here. Tiff could also mean like an argument, like you have a tiff with somebody. What else could it mean? I'm not sure, actually. What would this go with? I mean, Doc can be a nickname. You know, lots of doctors are called Doc. Doc Brown. I'm not sure if there's a name category in here. Leif could be a name, actually. It was Leif Erikson. He was a guy who didn't he discover Iceland or something like that? Leif Erikson. I still don't see a fourth name, so it doesn't matter. An electric guitar, slide guitar, rhythm guitar? Air guitar? Is this blank guitar? Let's try it. Nice. Second purple first in a row. I'm back on my game. I was just staring at rhythm and it just hit me. So we still have drive, direct, pilot, and guide as a potential category. What would sheet go with? You could have like a sheet of paper and obviously a sheet that goes on your bed. A sheet of ice. Oh, maybe that's what it is. It's like a film, a coat. A leaf. Oh, like the leaf on the outside of a book. It's like that thin layer, like the gold leaf on the outside of it. Okay. So if that's a category, then the last one would have to be tiff, zip, mid, and doc? Are these types of files like a document file? I don't know what MID would be, but they're zip files, obviously. Is there a TIFF file? File extensions. What's a MID file extension? MID file extension. A .mid file is a musical instrument digital interface MIDI file, which contains music data like notes, timing. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. And what's TIFF? A TIFF file format is for high quality raster graphics, also known as tagged image file format. Huh, okay. So those two things I'm not super familiar with is music notation and what do they call it? It's graphic design. All right, so which one of these is green? You have sheet, coat, leaf, and film, which I think is more of a noun synonym category. Although you could use sheet, coat, and film, I think, as verbs, but leaf, I don't think it's used as a noun or a verb in that way. So I'm thinking this is more of a noun category, and this is more of a verb synonym category, which tends to be green. So I'm going to try this. Nope. All right. They have them backwards. All right, a thin layer. 20 game win streak. We're not that far away. We're about 2/3 of the way there. Just under 2/3. Still a long way to go. All right, 307 perfect puzzles, 70 purple firsts. 5 more to go to get this badge. Okay. Maybe by the end of the week. We'll see. It'll have to be a very good week for that to happen. Okay, let's see what they give it. 2.8. I don't know, I feel like it was a bit easier than that. But if you don't get the guitar one, it'd be tough. All right, let's check the bots. Okay, 2 out of 5 difficulty, 72% solve rate. Biggest category is no mistakes. And then 98 should be 99. I should have had that reverse rainbow. 1 on 158 per uniqueness. Let's see. So yellow is by far the category most people are getting first. It's not even close. And then purple. So the guitar thing did not trick a ton of people. And then green, you know, thinking of these as meaning a thin layer, it's like the second or third, maybe even fourth definition for all of these words. And then file extensions are tough. Like, I'm fairly tech savvy, and I would not have just thought of these ones on its own. It's only that I got, you know, it's only that I figured out all the other categories that I even thought that maybe it was a file extension category. And that was based solely on zip and doc. Let's check ever. Yellow, then a big drop down to the other 3. So losing games is yellow, nothing, yellow, green, yellow, blue, yellow, purple. So yellow with something else, basically. Just check the mistakes. Thin layers, a slide? That I don't get. Oh, maybe like a slide like on a slideshow. Okay, now I kind of get it. Okay. So you could have like a leaf in a book, a page, and then like a sheet of music, a film. Like these are all things that could have like media on it in a thin layer. So actually, yeah, I do get that one now. Not knowing TIFF is a file type and putting air in there instead, I could see trying that. Most file extensions are 3 letters and TIFF is 4. So if you had to guess at one, I could see trying air. I wouldn't be surprised if it was one. I mean, there's a million different file extensions. Line dance words, electric slide, rhythm, zip. I could see that. Sheet? Yeah, you have Google Sheets, although that's not a file extension. It's a program, but still. It's kind of related. And doc, sheet, slide, film. This one's very similar to this one. You just have doc instead of leaf, so that makes sense for the same reason. All of these are either green, purple, or blue, just no yellows in these mistakes here. And you don't get down to here till you put slide in with drive, direct, and guide. You slide something. I mean, it is an action. So they put this in instead of pilot, which makes sense if you're not going to think of one, because pilot is almost always used as a noun, as a person who's doing the flying or whatever. But it's also used as a verb to pilot something. Although I think it's more used as a verb when it comes to boats. You pilot a ship. Okay, onto the mini. Okay, quickly fall asleep after a long day. Crash. 1/16 of a pound is, I should know this, an ounce. I do know it. Where chest shampoo and the number 0 were invented. India, I think. Uproar. Don't know. Opposite of saved. Wasted? But it's past tense, so that's 6 letters. Fancy hairdos, not sure. Period preceding a big event. Run up. Tennis great Agassi. It's Andre Agassi. Descendant of a wealthy family. Descendant of a wealthy family? A Nepo baby? A scion? Is that a thing? Is that what that means? Symbol for like on Instagram. Heart. Okay. Furor. Opposite of saved. Spent. Okay. I mean, it's under a minute, so I'll take that. Especially since I didn't know a couple of the acrosses. Furor. I rarely use that word. I always have a tough time pronouncing it. Furor. There are just like smashed together. Furor. And then it's quaffs. Quaffs. I always forget that word. Quaffs. It's such an odd word. It's pronounced so weirdly considering how it's spelled. Quaff. Scion. I know the word Scion. Isn't that a car brand or a model of a car or something? Scion. I think so. But I didn't know it meant a descendant of a wealthy family. Okay, on to pips. Oh, I cleared the cache on my browser, so I forgot that I already have clicked that. All right, so 5 needs to go in here with the 5 here. What do we have 3 of? We have 3 ones. Okay, so the ones are going in here. So let's just do this. And then we'd need 1, 3 now. So maybe it goes like this. That doesn't make sense. How's this going in here? Oh, this does make sense. What am I talking about? That makes total sense. That was bad. I mean, it's 26 seconds, but I should have had that a lot faster, I feel like. It was so straightforward. On to the medium. All right, we need a 6 down here. We have 2 6s. So both 6s are going to have to go in here, and this one could go up and down. What do we have 4 of? Well, we only have 1 3, so this is going to have to go here. We have 4 2s. We have 2 5s, 2 4s, 2 6s, 1 2. All right, so the 2s are going in here. Do we have a 6 2? We don't. So this one's going up and down. What do we have 3 of? Do we have 3 1s? No, we don't. So we're going to need this to be 6 5 over here. And then we'll need this to be 5 2 probably right here, which means this will have to be 5 4. 6 1 will have to go up and down. We can do 2 2 here and flip this one around like this. What? What did I do wrong? Equals. Oh, I flipped this the wrong way. Like this. All right. I mean, that wasn't that bad, but I made that mistake there towards the end. There's a lot of ones forced in here. Like the 3 4 is forced, the 6 5 is forced. You could put this 2 2 vertically and just put the 4 2 down. So technically there's multiple solutions here, but not really. On to the hard. All right, so we need 4 zeros in here. How many zeros do we have? We have 4 zeros. Okay, good to know. So the double zero is either going to have to go like this. Nope, it can't go like that. because then we wouldn't have room for 2 dominoes in here. So I think this one is forced like this. Has to go that way. What do we have 5 of? Probably a lot of things. Actually, we have 2 equals things that have 5 cells in it. So what do we have a lot of? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 5s. So that could be 1. How many 6s? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 6s. 1, 2, 3, 4 1s. 2 2s, 2 3s. So it looks like these are going to have to be the 5s and 6s. What goes with the 0? Okay. This is probably going to have to be 0, 2 like this, which means this will have to be 0, 4 pointing down. Okay. We need a 2 6 or a 2 5. We have a 2 6. Do we have a 2 5? We don't. So this one's going to have to point this way or this way. I don't know which way though. I wonder if it matters. We're going to need like a 1 in here. This is going to have to be 2 1s. This is going to have to be 2 1s. So do we have 4 1s? We do. Okay. So we could do like 1 6 like right here. And then we could do the 1 5 up. We have a 2 6 over here. Double 6. 6 4. That works. We can't do the double 5 there. We could do it straight up and down though. And maybe 5 3. What do we have 3 of? Because we need 3 of something. Maybe the 5 3 goes up here because we have 2 more 3s. But how are we getting to 2 down here? That's the problem. How are we getting to 2 down here? Oh, no, maybe we can. I think we can. We go 1 3 down. And then we do 1 4 horizontally. And then 4 4 3 like this. And then 5 4. All right, 219. That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. I'm very curious if you could swap the 5s and the 6s around. Maybe not, because I don't know if we have a 6 3. We don't have a 6 3, but maybe this would work with a different number. I wonder if you could get it to work with 4s. Probably not, because you need the 4s for the 8s. Because all the 5s have to go over here, so you can't do 5 3. You can't do 6 2 because you don't have the 6s for it. So I feel like I made the right choice just by luck, putting the 5s in here and 6s over here. Because you could put the 1 6 here and the 5 1 over here and think it could go opposite, but I don't know if it can. I don't think it can. So I got a little lucky in my choices there. Alright, well, if you're enjoying the videos, please leave a like and subscribe and let me know how you did on all the puzzles today.